Hi everyone, and welcome to the Weekly Report. I'm Chris Hernandez with the City Communications Office. We are in the Garment District at 8th and Broadway in downtown Kansas City. You can come here on your lunch hour from 11:30 to 1 on Wednesday, July 15th and enjoy a free concert. It is part of the Garment District Grooves concert series, which happens right here every third Wednesday of the month all summer long. And here's Heidi Markle of KC Parks to explain more about it.
Hi, this is Heidi with Kansas City Parks and Recreation, and today I am downtown Kansas City for a new monthly concert series called Garment District Grooves.
Ooh, it is a numbered line. Each mark we pass, we dive further into time.
So excited to be kicking off the first concert in the Garment District Place Park concert series. This has been a collaboration between KC Parks and Rec, Downtown Neighborhood Association, Downtown Community Improvement District, and Crossroads Preparatory Academy. We're excited to have some great musicians play for us today. Be outside, enjoy the great weather. We have a food truck for lunch. So just excited to be able to kick off this series and enjoy a great KC Park in the heart of downtown.
Well, I'll rewind the day. Somehow I'll find a way to take you away. Yes, child, I'll rewind the day.
It's been pretty tough to attend public meetings because of COVID-19, so the city has set up a new way to get your feedback and give it to the City Council. It's a new online tool called Lawmaker, and residents have been submitting ideas under a variety of subjects. The number one supported proposal was an automatic voter registration for residents when they turn 18. The one-month pilot program has just wrapped up, so the Mayor and City Council will be following up on your ideas soon. So thank you for giving us your feedback. The city has been offering a number of services online even long before the pandemic started, but city staff has continued to develop new and innovative ways to enhance and improve online services. Municipal Court, for instance, has implemented a number of new processes to allow residents to do their court business without ever having to appear in person. Many public meetings are now being offered online, virtual meetings. The Public Improvements Advisory Committee every year holds a series of meetings to gather input from you, our residents, on how PIAC dollars should be spent in the community. This year, those meetings are now underway, and they include an online option for you to participate from the safety and convenience of your home. Check out the city calendar at kcmo.gov for all upcoming meeting dates. The latest resident satisfaction survey results are now in, and they show big increases in resident satisfaction with many city services. The City Communications Office saw an 18% increase in the effectiveness of communication with the public. The communications staff, which produces this show, has worked hard to ensure residents are kept up to date with information regarding COVID-19. The communications staff provides information to residents through social media, Channel 2 and YouTube, KC More, which is the city's magazine for residents, and many more communication platforms. Residents also reported higher satisfaction with the quality of leadership by our elected officials, up 28%, and higher satisfaction with the effectiveness of the city manager and city staff, up 21%. Combined with the results of a second survey about COVID-19, the data shows that KCMO residents support and approve of the city's response to this pandemic and of our delivery of basic services during this trying time. We thank you for your support, and we pledge to continue working hard on your behalf. For the Weekly Report, I'm Chris Hernandez from the City Communications Office. Stay tuned for some more great videos about city programs, and be sure to mask up, KC, and stay safe.
Cindy Baker. I'm the Chief External Affairs Officer for Ride KC, and we are at 31st and Prospect today handing out masks to all of our bus riders. We received thousands of masks from the Federal Transit Administration, and they are shipping millions of masks to transit systems across the country so that everyone can mask up on public transit. What we are saying, our campaign is wearing is caring, and wearing a mask protects you and so for the safety of all of our bus riders and our operators, mask up, Kansas City.
What's up, everybody? This is Wesley Hamilton with the Disabled But Not Really Foundation. I'm here at Arletta Park. It is one of 200 parks here with Kansas City Parks and Rec, located on the east side of Kansas City. This park is actually one that has been recently funded by the PI grants. There's a lot of history here. Native plants built to keep water drainage under control. Native plants that attract butterflies, that really bring a level of peace to this park. On top of that, it's accessible. The 88 entrances are everywhere. It just depends on if you want to be at the top of the hill or the bottom of the hill. So this park also includes a basketball court that is pretty accessible, and a playground. 2 shelters, one that you can reserve, one that's kind of just for everybody. So whether you're just trying to hang out with some friends or you're actually trying to have a get together, this is the park for you. This is Wesley Hamilton, Director of the Disabled But Not Really Foundation. See you guys again at another park, because this is where KC plays.
Hi Kansas City, I'm Mike Severo, and for July, this is your KC in 60. Your Kansas City Royals are set to host an opening day this month. Although this will be a short season, there will be extended playoffs with more teams and a universal designated hitter for this year and next. Stay up to date at kcroyals.com. This July, get ready for Art in the Loop. Centered around the streetcar route, this partnership between the KC Streetcar, Downtown KC, the City of KCMO, the Kansas City Art Institute features graphic artists, dancers, poets, performance artists, interactive multimedia, plus streetcar rapping, and so much more. Check out artintheloop.com for more information. On July 10th, bring your favorite blankets and snacks and prepare to go into the trenches with the blockbuster movie 1917. Claim your spot in front of the 23-foot jumbo screen for space on the World War I Museum and Memorial Southeast Lawn. RSVP at theworldwar.org. Well, that's it for KC at 60, and we will see you next month.
Hi, I'm Scott with the Kansas City Fire Department, and as our community reopens, we want to remind you to protect the protector. Make sure that you wash your hands. Put your masks on when you go outside and practice social distancing.
And thank you all for coming out on this warm but very important day.
Hey, 1, 2, 3. Woo!
Kansas City. The athletes here today are a testament to the human spirit, and nothing quite brings people together like competitive sports.
Get there.
Good morning, everyone, and thanks for coming to the first tournament on a dedicated wheelchair softball field in Kansas City. This is outstanding.
You know, mentally, it is just fantastic to get out here with people, other people with disabilities, and to kind of share stories and play as a team and get that competitive spirit going again.
Hello, welcome to the Kansas City Zoo. My name is Sandra, and I'm one of the educators here at the zoo. I have with me today one of our animal ambassadors. This is Raoul, the spectacled owl. Today, we're going to spend a few minutes talking to you about our friend Raoul here, but also looking at some of the native owls here in Missouri. So I have with me Alina, one of the other instructors, and together we're going to examine the owls. So Raoul here comes from South America, and he is a spectacled owl. So he's choosing not to look at you right now, but around his eyes he has white feathers, and it kind of looks like he's wearing glasses. So he gets the name spectacled owl because of the white feathers. Now Raoul has some really cool adaptations, and part of those first are his toes. He has wonderful toes where he can hold on to just about anything, especially his food. He also has a very strong beak, and that beak is going to help him tear apart the food once he gets it. And then most people notice his eyes. He has beautiful eyes, and those eyes are going to be able to see in the dark because that's when he's alive and moving around the forest. So he uses those really big eyes to see for long distances, and he's able to find his food or his prey at nighttime. So he will swoop down and grab his food, and he will then carry it back up to a tree where he will eat in private. So you might look at Raoul's head and see that he's got those really big eyes, but his head isn't all that large. And so his head, his skull, has a lot of room for his eyes, but not a whole lot of room for a brain left over. So right now, Raoul seems pretty interested in an animal that's right behind us, but I'm hoping that he will help us draw our attention around to our friends that are right beside us, the Eurasian eagle owls. We are on beaks and feet today while we look at these very special animals. I have our instructor Alina here, and she's going to help us with some of our Missouri owls.
Yeah, so like Miss Sandra said, our owls have a lot of space left in their skull for eyes. As you can see with my biofact here in my hand, they do have a lot of space for those eyes. They can't move those eyes because they are so large, so that's why they can turn their heads up to 270 degrees around. And as you're looking at my biofact, you might also notice their really sharp beak that's kind of hooked to help them catch and eat their prey. So while we might not see Raoul or our Eurasian eagle owl here in Missouri, we do have up to 10 species of owls that might fly through Missouri and Kansas. Now, some of our most common owls that you might see include the great horned owl, the barn owl, the barred owl, a little different, and then the eastern screech owl. Now, with all of those owls, they have similar adaptations to Raoul. Oh, our feathers are flying around a little bit. So this is a feather from the Eurasian eagle owl. They actually have those serrated feathers on their flight feathers for silent flight so that they can glide behind their prey and catch them as quietly as possible, because they are going to eat a lot of rodents, and those rodents have great hearing, so they have to make sure they're super quiet the whole time. A lot of our owls also have these great facial discs that help them focus their hearing. They actually have ears on either side of their head, but they're not like our ears that are both on the same level. They're actually on the top and then on the bottom. So that facial disc really helps them focus that hearing into their two separate ears, and that way they get kind of a stereo of sound. So ways that we can help owls in Missouri. I love to talk about ways to help owls because I love owls. So our owls here, they eat rodents like we've said. So if you are trying to prevent rodents in your home, make sure you're not putting out too much poison, because what happens is if those rodents eat the poison and then our owls eat those rodents, our owls get really sick too. So make sure you're taking care of all of our animals outside by preventing too much poison from getting into our ecosystem, and also making sure we leave those trees with lots of roosting space and nest space for those owls to call their home. So thank you for joining us today as we explored all of our owls. We met Raoul today, we met our Eurasian eagle owls, and we also talked a little bit about our Missouri owls. So we encourage you to come out, meet our owls here at the Kansas City Zoo, as well as all of our other amazing animals here. So thank you for joining us. We hope you have a great time watching these videos, and join us next time.